There are standard therapies for most problems as a psychologist handles. When someone starts to do a unusual therapy, big red flag. The only time it would make sense if it's an extremely unusual situation and there's been proof that doing it that way is more effective. What bothers me, sometimes parents have a kid with autism and they're told they need special equipment for thousands of dollars. And I give me some studies. Never heard of this before. Pressure things. Special. The best thing you do with a kid is having some kind of social problem. Get them around kids that are non-threatening. Interact. Give of yourself, your time. Get the kid to improve. I'm a strong believer.
Very correct. And in fact, we now ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis, and we have that's becoming probably the fastest growing field in the mental health disciplines. And there are people who are specifically trained on how to work with autistic children. And it's very time consuming, it's very labor intensive, but what they basically do is through what we call successive approximations, where the kid looks at you, you smile. He does this, or he reaches out, you have excessive praise. Any motion that's considered to be toward another person or recognizing another person. Now, I read recently an article about a few mothers who hired people like this to come into the home, and it is kind of costly. Insurance covers it up to a point, but they actually then see the people doing it with their children, and they start to do it themselves, and some have had great results.
Only as good as the worker who's not showing up for a paycheck and really trying to reach the child, because it has to be sort of customized how the kid reacts. It's not just you get a book, you do A, you do B, or C. It's different in every kid. And more important, whatever's done that 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day has to be followed up consistently with the parents. It can't be a part-time learning experience. It's 7 days a week. And if the parents are motivated and the worker is not showing up only for a paycheck, I've seen great success.
Yes.
And if it's a violation of either one of the two, the success rate is extremely low. Am I wrong in thinking this way?
No, absolutely. The people that are getting results are actually, that's why I say they can bring them into the home and watch them, as opposed to drop your kid off somewhere and have somebody put him through an assembly line of that. Yes, that's not as effective as the parent being involved. Absolutely great.